What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we are doing something really fun. We are trying out Dusclops, right? A lot of you guys may not know about Dusclops, but for all my Sylph Arena veterans, you guys remember the Sinister Cup where that Dusclops safe swap was super amazing. Now, a lot of you may be wondering, how the heck do I have Dusclops? Why did I invest Dust? Well, before Go Battle League came out, there is what is called the Sylph Arena, where there's monthly worldwide tournaments in the Great League, which is why I have so many Great League Pokemon. Dusclops is one of those Pokemon that I only used for that tournament and never touched it again. Now, I thought to myself, right, it has Hex, which got an update to its energy per turn. It's got some good coverage moves. It's very bulky. It can land a lot of nice matchups when ahead on energy. So we're going to test it out today. Now, I would not suggest for you guys, if you're low on Dust, you don't have a lot of resources, and you don't have a lot of the other meta Pokemon that we need for all three leagues, right? Great, Ultra, and Master League, that you invest in a Dusclops. This is not one of those situations. Today is a let's see how it does kind of day. So we're gonna bring it here. Overall, 4 and 6, right? I went 2 sets of 2-3. I think there was some situations where if I made a different decision, we could have flipped it to a 3-2. But it was fun to bring, right? Today was not a positive day to climb, but we tested out Dusclops to see how it does, and I think it's okay. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about these battles, what you guys think about Dusclops. Was it even on your radar? Did you guys know it could pack a punch? All right, let's go ahead and get right into the battles. Okay, so we're in rank 8, 24-27, and I did drop basically about 13 rating today, which is really nice. It's not too bad. But we have Azumarill on the lead versus Vigoroth here. So an okay matchup for us, right? Vigoroth is just going to be body slam spamming. I want to keep Abomasnow away from Vigoroth, basically. So we're just going to stay in this, and I definitely want to get a shield here. That's what's important for Abomasnow when it comes to having shield advantage. It's really, really nice. So we're just going to go for Play Rough here. Now I am leading with Play Rough to help cover against some of those fighters that we may see, some of the darks as well, which can do well against my backline, as well as the Azumarill mirror. Now we're going for Play Rough right here. If we don't get a shield, great. If we do get a shield, same, you know, good for both of us. So now they are going to be going for another Body Slam, but we get the Play Rough right here, but the Body Slam is going to come through. We're not going to shield. We can survive it, barely, right? We're going to survive, and if we get the shield right here, great. If we win switch advantage, great. So Play Rough is now going to be coming off. It does get the shield, which is perfectly fine for me. Now what we're going to do is Vigoroth is low enough where we can actually come in with Dusclops. Y'all are about to be impressed with what Dusclops is about to do. We're going to be resisting the Body Slam, right? It's a normal type move. Hex is not going to do a lot of damage, which means we are going to farm all the energy in the world. I want you guys to see how much energy we are gaining right now. This is absolutely ridiculous. We're not going to shield again. Dusclops is very, very tanky. So we're just not going to shield. Doesn't do anything to us. And we have double Fire Punch right now. So what is going to come in? A Skarmory. So we are going to be going for Fire Punches. And Dusclops can destroy a Skarmory, everyone. I'm letting you know right now, it can do a lot of damage. So we're just going to keep loading and loading. And they have no clue how much energy we have. Dusclops with Hex is incredible when you get well ahead on energy. So we're just going to keep dumping charge moves into this thing. Now we are going to shield right here. Like I said, we still have shield advantage, and there is no reason why I shouldn't be shielding this Dusclops right here. Now we are going to see them swap now into a defense form Deoxys. We already have double Shadow Punch, so this Dusclops is going to town against this backline. We're going to be doing a lot of damage there when it comes to punches for the energy, and we're just going to go for back-to-back Shadow Punches just all day long. Now, we still have Abomasnow in the back, and the Skarmory is loaded on energy, so we need to be careful there. We're going to go ahead and go for another Shadow Punch. You guys can see this Dusclops can get out of control when ahead on energy, as long as it's facing basically positive matchups. Neutral matchups are kind of interesting, but positive matchups are really, really good, and we do see a lot of Steals and Psychics in the meta. So we're going to let Dusclops go down. We're going to bring in Abomasnow. Skarmory is low, but one Weather Ball will take it out. So what we need to do is build up to 2 Weather Balls right here and go for the back-to-back. Skarmory's only win condition is to go for back-to-back as well, but we will be winning CMP ties because we have higher attack. So we're just going to go for back-to-back here, and that is going to be a good game. So I think it's a great showcase right there. What Dusclops can do with energy against a potential backline that has weaknesses to both Shadow and Ghost and Fire. Now, like I said, today's sets were not positive, so we're going to be seeing a lot of losses as well and kind of talk about how that goes. Now we have Azumarill versus Defense Form Deoxys right here. So I'm looking to stay in this matchup. They potentially don't have Thunderbolt here, but we are just going to be going for play roughs, which is totally fine. So we're just loading up on energy. Charge move now coming through. We're going to let it hit us. We got to see if they have the Thunderbolt. If they don't, it's going to be really good for us, but they do have the Thunderbolt, which is perfectly fine. So now we're going to go ahead and go for play rough. It's going to do some nice neutral damage in this matchup, and we could potentially get a shield here, which we do. Fantastic. And now we're going to load up on some more energy, and we're going to be going for another play rough. Now, I believe this is going to be another Thunderbolt, so I'm going to go ahead and shield. It is another Thunderbolt, so what we're going to try to do is load up on a little bit of extra energy here and go for the play rough. Now, I'm considering swapping right now. I'm considering it, but I decide, you know what? We can farm down a lot of energy with our Dusclops, so maybe we're just going to go ahead and let the Azumarill go down. So I'm going to go ahead and let the Azumarill go down, and as you guys are going to see, the Rock Slide does take us out, but it may not have been the best choice. So we're going to come in with Dusclops and start farming a lot of energy, right? We're going to just load and load and load on energy. Charge move now coming through. Going to be the Rock Slide right here. But Dusclops is very, very tanky. As you guys can see, it can take a hit, and we're just going to keep loading, and then now we're going to go for the Shadow Punch right here. This is going to be doing super effective damage because of the Psychic typing from the Defense Form Deoxys. We take it out, and now we're going to see a Munchlax come in. So we're going to be going for Fire Punches right here. Going to be doing neutral damage. You don't want to go for the Shadow Punch if you can help it, but now we're going to swap into Abomasnow right here, and they actually have a great counter. We're going to be going for the Weather Ball. Weather Ball is going to be doing neutral damage, which is really nice in this matchup. It's going to do quite a bit, and then they are going to have a Registeel in the back, so things are not looking good. It's not over just yet, but it's not looking good. So what I'm going to try to do is go for Weather Balls and stall out this matchup right here. My switch clock is down there, as you guys can see. So if I can successfully shield right here and maybe go for back... Actually, no, I let it go. I let it go. It doesn't KO us. And then we're going to go for Weather Ball again. I think I probably could have shielded right there. I think that was my mistake now that I'm watching it over, because I could have shielded, gone for back-to-back Weather Ball, and then swapped back out into the Dusclops. So we're going to swap again right here. Dusclops is going to come in. We're going to have to shield. This is going to do quite a bit of damage still. Flash Cannon does come through, and then now they're going to look to swap, but we're going to go ahead and go for Fire Punch right here. Even if they do swap, it'll be fine. So yeah, I think my win condition right there was to shield the Abomasnow, and then go for Fire Punches right here. Now they are going to swap out into the Munchlax, which is fine. Body Slam is going to be coming through, which is going to be resisted, or actually it's going to be a Bulldoze. So that barely doesn't KO us. We're actually able to get to the Fire Punch right here. It's going to be doing some nice neutral damage, and then we are going to have to come in with Abomasnow and hope we can finish off with a Weather Ball right here. Now we have no health. This is why I think I should have shielded the Abomasnow. We could have potentially closed right here. So well played to my opponent, but I think we did have a win condition right there. So that was one of my mistakes. That could have been a possible win. So that was a good game. Now we're gonna move into the next one. So far Dusclops is doing all right. It's got a lot of merit, I think, in the Great League. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So we have Azumarill versus Machamp. Very positive lead for us, as the Machamp has to shield and we don't have to shield that first Rock Slide. So Shadow Machamp can do a lot of damage, especially with Rock Slide. But since we are running Play Rough right here, they're going to have to shield, and I'm anticipating that they may try to bail. So Rock Slide is going to come through. They do bail into Azumarill, so we're going to go straight into Abomasnow. Abomasnow does really well against Azumarill right here. Now we are going to let him hit us with a charge move, Ice Beam, Play Rough, whatever it is, it's okay. We're going to go straight Energy Ball right here. So we're going to load up on a bit of extra energy, go for the Energy Ball right now. This is going to be doing super effective damage right to the Azumarill. So hopefully we can land it, which we do, and then we're going to go for the Powder Snow right away to pressure that shield. They want to get off another charge move, which is fine, but I'm actually okay with letting Abomasnow go down right here, but they don't shield. I'm like, oh, tough one. Okay, so what we're going to do is actually just not shield. It sounds crazy, I know. but I don't want Machamp to come in and farm me for energy. So we're going to come in and farm energy on Azumarill. So now we're back to square one, 2 shield versus 2 shield, and we still have Dusclops for Machamp, which is why I'm not too worried. And we are going to see a Galarian Stunfisk come in, which is great. So we can line up Azumarill versus the Galarian Stunfisk here, go straight Hydro Pump. We get 1 shield, and then we're just going to go for another Hydro Pump. We can go ahead and successfully shield their next charge move. We do get to the Hydro Pump, but they do get off a charge move in time. So we're going to go ahead and shield this, and then we're just going for another Hydro Pump. Not even going to mess around right here, going straight Hydro Pump. If they don't shield, this is going to do massive damage because it is going to be doing super effective. So we do land it, which is fantastic. Now we're going to swap into Dusclops and start getting ahead on energy, and we don't have to shield this Rock Slide. You got to think about how much damage a Rock Slide would do. Is it going to do more from Galarian Stunfisk or more from a Shadow Machamp? It's going to be more from a Shadow Machamp. But because we are ahead on energy, we can go for back-to-back Shadow Punches. We are going to shield right here. It could be a cross-chop shield bait, but I don't want a Rock Slide to hit me. It is a Rock Slide, so fantastic. Now we can go for Shadow Punches right here. This is going to be doing neutral damage in the matchup, and quite a bit at that. So we do get a shield. Great. We're going to go for another one. And this is not going to be enough to KO, but it's definitely going to be enough to chip away. So that does get the Machamp low, and we're going to be able to farm down with Hex. And then the Galarian Stunfisk is going to be coming back in, and we're going to be able to finish off this game nicely. So that is going to be a good battle to my opponent. Okay, so like I said, today was not a winning day, but it was fun to bring Dusclops, right? And you gotta test the Pokemon that you have to see if it has some merit. Now, will I use it to climb rating? No. I think today was just a learning experience, but we have Obstagoon now against the Azumarill. So what you guys need to do is, if you're looking at an Obstagoon right here, you need to know that it has access to Gunk Shot. Remember, it's amazing in that Ultra League meta from Season 2. So you got to be prepared for a Gunk Shot right here. So because it's shielded, I'm going to go ahead and shield. I know I can outpace it, but it is going to be a Night/Shield bait, which is great on them. And we're going to load up on energy. We're going to go for the Play Rough now, but they do get off another charge move. I cannot let a Gunk Shot hit me. So we're going to go ahead and shield. It is a Gunk Shot. Fantastic. We successfully shielded it. Now we're going for the Play Rough right here. This is definitely going to get the shield, or it could potentially KO because of that dark typing. We do get the shield. Fantastic. They're going to swap out, and we're going to go into our Abomasnow right here. Now, this matchup in the Zero Shield when behind on energy for Abomasnow is not the best because Azumarill is going to be able to get to its charge moves quicker than we can get to the Energy Ball. So the Play Rough is going to be coming through. We're going to try to load up on some extra energy, go for the Energy Ball right here. This is going to be doing super effective damage against the Azumarill, which is really, really nice. But it's not going to be enough to KO, which is why I said it's tough. So we're going to try to go for another Energy Ball. But they do get off their charge move, and this is going to be KOing us because they were ahead on energy. Now we're going to bring in our own Azumarill, I believe, and start counting the bubbles. So I'm counting the bubbles, and when I see that they're going to be getting the Play Rough, my Azumarill has 15 attacks, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the Play Rough right when they have theirs because I know I can win CMP tie because of my attack IV. So we will take out the Azumarill, and now we'll have to see what they have. Obstagoon has no energy, and we'll have to see what is in the back. It's going to be a Galarian Stunfisk. Okay, so what you guys got to recognize here is that their switch clock is back up, so they are likely going to try to bail, right? They're going to try to bail on the charge move right here. So I know this is going to be an Earthquake, and I can survive, so I'm anticipating them swapping, which they do, which means we're going straight into Dusclops right here. So Dusclops will be taking super effective damage from those Night Slashes, but it's not going to be enough to KO. Dusclops is very, very tanky. So Obstagoon will be getting off the Night Slash. It does super effective, right? But we are going to be able to get a Fire Punch right here. This is why Dusclops has that Fire Punch. Really nice against Pokemon that resist Ghost. So we can do some nice neutral damage right there. Now the Obstagoon might be able to get to another Night Slash, which it does, but again, not enough to KO us. And what we want is to not have Galarian Stunfisk be able to farm us down. So we're going to overload a bit on energy and let him counter us a little bit more, as you guys can see. Because if Galarian Stunfisk gets enough energy, it could potentially Earthquake us again against Azumarill, and that would be really bad. So we get off the Fire Punch. We have some extra energy. We get to go for our own Fire Punch again because of the damage, or the energy gain from Hex. And then our switch clock is back up, so we can go straight into Azumarill and straight into Hydro Pump, and that is going to be a good game. So well played to my opponent, but it's just a dance of energy and reading what they could do in that matchup. All right, moving into the next battle here. So far having fun with Dusclops. Like I said, it's not a dominating day, but it was fun to use. Now we have Mew versus Azumarill. This is dangerous. So Mew is a box of tricks. It has so many different charge moves, and what I have to watch out for is the wild charge. So what we're going to do is go for the Play Rough right here. This is going to do some nice neutral damage to the Mew, and we do get a shield. So what I'm going to try to do is swap into Dusclops to soak the charge move, which we do. If it's wild charge, fantastic. If it's something else, fantastic. It's a surf, great. So Dusclops was able to absorb that. We're going to load up on energy, and I should have gone for Shadow Punch. Oh man, that was a great swap by my opponent, but I should have gone for Shadow Punch right away because they don't know how quick I can get to energy, and this is going to come in crucial in this matchup. So against Munchlax, obviously you want to be going for Fire Punches. It's going to be doing neutral damage, but that swap on the out of the Mew into Munchlax is definitely going to be the play of the game right here towards the end. So we're going to go for another Fire Punch. That Hex energy is fantastic, and they're just going to try to farm us down for all of the energy in the world. They know throwing energy is not going to be enough to take us out, but farming energy is going to be worth it in the long run. So we are able to get off 3 Fire Punches here. So if we could have gotten off 4 Fire Punches, that would have been really nice. As you guys can see the health there on the Munchlax, if we got one more, it would have been very, very close. Now, we have a charge move coming through. This is just going to be massive amounts of body slams. I was hesitant because I was worried it could have been a gunk shot, but typically they run Bulldoze body slam, which is why I decided not to shield. So another body slam is going to be coming through, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it has so much energy right now. Another body slam is coming through. So I'm wondering if I should shield. We're just going to go ahead and not. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit on this one. We do see a swap into the Mew, and now we're going to go for the Play Rough right here. Again, getting a shield here from the Mew, which is fantastic. We're going to swap into our Abomasnow and look to farm down. Now, it could have Overheat, right, chat? It could have Overheat, so I'm going to go ahead and shield. It was a Wild Charge, which is perfectly fine. This is likely going to be another Wild Charge or a Surf, so I'm just not going to shield. But we had to shield that first one. It is another Wild Charge, and we're going to look to farm down for all the energy in the world. Now, what is in the back? It is going to be a... I don't know why I said chat. I'm typically talking to Twitch, so you guys aren't chat, you guys are YouTube. So hi. All right, we're going to be going for the Weather Ball right here. It is going to be a Skarmory, but what's great with Abomasnow on energy is you can do a lot of neutral damage here because of Powder Snow and Weather Ball. So we're going to be able to get off another Weather Ball. This is going to be getting the Skarmory low. We get off another Weather Ball right here, which is fantastic. And then that is going to be taking out Skarmory, but there's still the Munchlax with the bit of health left. So they do come back in, and now we have our Azumarill with no health, and that is going to be a good game. So if we had gotten off the Fire Punch, that would have been really close. If we shielded maybe one of the Wild Charges or the second Wild Charge, but I wasn't sure what was in the back. But yeah, that's going to be a good game. So now we have Azumarill versus Castform on the lead. Rainy Castform at that. So with the Rainy Castform, I gotta watch out for the Thunder, right? It's gonna do a lot of damage. So we're just gonna go straight for the Play Rough right here, which is gonna be really nice. It's gonna be our only move that we can do neutral damage with against the Azumarill, and then we're gonna look, or against the Castform, and we're gonna look to swap into Dusclops. So I'm gonna swap into Dusclops. They're throwing the energy, which is great. If it's Thunder, Weather Ball, so be it. Whatever it is, Dusclops is going to absorb it. It is gonna be a Weather Ball, which is perfectly fine, and they're staying in, which tells me they have something in the back that can also beat Azumarill, because they typically would swap out right here. They are going to shield as well, and we are just going to go ahead and let the Dusclops go down. So we're going to need those shields basically for Abomasnow, so we're just going to let Dusclops absorb all of this, and it's going to be another Weather Ball right here. And I'm like, so be it, go ahead and take me out. What we're going to do is come in with Abomasnow and farm all of the energy in the world. Even because it's going to be resisted, but we will also be resisting the water moves here from the Rainy Castform. So we don't need to shield, right? It has Weather Ball with his water, and then Thunder, which will be resisted as well. It's going to be another Weather Ball, which is fine, and we're just going to farm all of the energy in the world. This is where Abomasnow is super deadly, everyone, with this much energy. And they're going to have a Ferrothorn, which is fantastic, because Powder Snow here and the Weather Ball is going to be doing neutral damage and a lot of that, and we have so much energy. We're just going to keep building up to double Weather Ball right here to make them not know how much energy we have, and we're just going to keep throwing these Weather Balls. This is really, really good. We're going to go for another one Gonna pressure the shield and health right now. If this Ferrothorn wants to shield, which they are, which means something in the back is weak to our Abomasnow. Maybe it's an Azumarill, we don't know. Maybe it's an Altaria. We're gonna go ahead and shield. It is gonna be the Power Whip, and we're gonna look to farm down, and my opponent does surrender. So I'm guessing it was gonna be Altaria based on what they had, right? They led with a water, so I'm guessing it was gonna be an Altaria there. So now we're moving into the next battle. We have Azumarill versus Shiftry. This is bad, everyone. This is bad. We're going straight into the Dusclops right here. Dusclops, yes, will be taking super effective damage from Foul Play, but if they want to stay in, we're going to be able to get Fire Punch. Now, they are bailing, and they bail into an Altaria, which is not good for us. I wish we had Ice Punch for this exact situation, but we have Shadow Punch, which is going to chip away, but you can't really flip this matchup at all. No matter how much energy you have, you aren't going to be able to really flip this. So we're going to go ahead and not shield right here. What I need to do is basically try to farm down this Altaria. So we're going to go for another Shadow Punch right here. Doing some nice neutral chip damage against the Altaria, and then hopefully we can get to another one, which we do. We've saved up quite a bit, and now it's going to be a race to see if we can get to a third one right here. This would be really nice if we can. So we do get the next one. Can we get to the next Shadow Punch in time? No, we cannot. Okay, so Altaria is loaded on energy right now, so I'm debating if I should bring in Azumarill. So we are going to bring in the Azumarill right now. We're going to let it throw its charge move, which is fine, because I don't want to have to shield on Abomasnow, and now we're going to swap to Abomasnow and try to farm down right here. So we're going to try to farm down for all the energy in the world, which we do. Now, if that Shiftry comes back in, we can go to town, but it is going to be a Registeel. So we need to try to delay this clock right here, so we're going to be going for the Weather Balls. Going to be doing some nice chip damage, not a lot at that, but yeah. So we're just going to keep loading on energy. They do get off a charge move right here, and I am going to shield, right? Flash Cannon would be doing super effective damage. Now, I am anticipating they swap here soon, but they're not, so we're just going to go for another Weather Ball. We got to delay this as long as we can and hope to get into Azumarill and get a shield. So we do chunk away some more health. We're going to go for another Weather Ball right here. Still chipping away the health and delaying the clock. That's what's important right here. And then we're going to look to swap into Azumarill and try to get to a Play Rough in time. So we're right there. We almost have a Play Rough. This is going to be a Leaf Blade coming through. I know that. So the Leaf Blade does come through. I click on the Play Rough, but it actually does a bubble at the same time, and we can't get it. You know, we would have lost CMP tie anyways, so that's a tough one right there. Now we're going to come straight in and go for a Weather Ball after we load up on a bit more energy. That Registeel still has basically a lot of energy and a shield. 2 shields at that. So now we're just going to keep loading. They're going to be throwing their charge move, and this is going to come down to the wire. Registeels aren't too common, and Abomasnow really doesn't like them. So we're just going to try to do our best right here. But yeah, if we would have gotten that Play Rough and gotten that shield, I think this could have been potentially won right here because of how much energy we have. So we do get a shield, and then we could have gone for basically another Powder Snow, Weather Ball right there, and it would have been really, really close. So good game to my opponent. Some really nice hard counters to the team, but hey, it happens. It's all right. So there we have it. Those were the battles for today. Like I said, it wasn't a positive day, but I want to showcase for you guys how I test stuff out. I don't always go positive. When I do go positive, and I show you guys like Frostlass yesterday, it's a great Pokemon. It's fantastic, and I definitely think it's worth investing. But today we saw Dusclops, and yes, we could have played some matches a bit better, but it's not overpowering, if that makes sense. But it was fun to bring. So if you guys have a Dusclops already, definitely give it a try if you want to. If you don't have a Dusclops, this is not one of the times to drop all your dust and get one just because I showcased it here in the video. I would definitely suggest you invest in more meta relevant Pokemon for all 3 leagues, because Ultra League is coming up next week. So let me know what you guys thought about these battles, what you guys thought about Dusclops. Did it surprise you? And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. So like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.